What's the armor for? Are you afraid I'll jump you?
What actually happened to you in Scallis? I mean, during the attack and... well, you know.
That's a long story. Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
I do.
All right, then. It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold. Hello, you. Come here. And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring. Nice boy. I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks. That should do it. The garden is looking how it should again. What do you need, Papa?
Go up and see the blacksmith. He made some nails for me. Here's some coin.
All right. Anything else while I'm at it?
No, unless you want to stop off at the market and buy some supplies. And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and won't stir. He ought to follow your example and Stebor's. You two don't have to be pushed to work. Well, at least he's still better than that good-for-nothing's Bishek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a damn. If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have thrown him out on his ear long ago.
Aye, he's an idler, that one. And he'd hardly give you the time of day, never mind a kind word.
God will reward him in kind one day, mark my words. You could tell him to get his ass to work too.
Right, go for nails, send Samuel and Zabishek to work. If it's at all possible.
Aye, just so. Oh, and Theresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
Really? Now you've got me curious, Pa. I'll be on my way then. Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child. Looks like it'll be nice today, eh? I could go to the pond fishing.
But you have to go to work.
I know. But maybe I can slip off after lunch.
There'll be no slipping off. You know very well Nemoy has been complaining about you.
What about dropping that pail on Tonda's head? It was an accident.
Not the first accident you've had, though, was it?
Well, there you go, then. If I leave early, nothing will happen to anyone. And you can cook the fish for lunch tomorrow.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well, if you're not a child, you can sort it out yourself with Nemoy.
Don't I always?
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor and... Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Listen, Zbyszek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work. Anything for a bit of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
God's blessings.
Father sent me to pick up nails, but there's no one at the forge.
Aye, sorry, lass. Martin had to go to the castle to talk to Sir Radzig. He's to forge a sword for his lordship.
Oh, I see. And has he made the nails for Pa?
I'm afraid he hasn't had time on account of that sword. But if you come tomorrow, he'll surely have them for you. I'll remind him this evening.
All right, I'll stop by tomorrow.
Do that, dear. Oh, and by the way, the girls were looking for you.
Which girls?
Bianca and Johanka. You should stop by and see them before you go home. You girls must be plotting something.
What was it about?
They didn't say, but it seemed important. Which probably means boys, I suppose, eh?
There's no harm in that, is there, good wife? You were young yourself once and went dancing with boys.
Oh, so I'm an old woman now, am I?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm only teasing you, girl. Dancing is just what you young ones should be doing. Make the most of it while you can. Before you know it, your pa will find you a husband, and you'll have a pack of children to take care of.
Let's hope it's not too soon. Thanks for letting me know. I'll stop by tomorrow for those nails then.
Not at all. Oh, and another thing, Theresa. Have you seen Henry around anywhere? If he helped his father out more at the forge, there'd be no shortage of nails.
I haven't seen him at all.
No doubt he's at that swordplay with that so-called combat master again. If he could wield a hammer half as good as a wooden sword, there'd be no shortage of nails.
Bianca, how come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Oh, playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye, he's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me, but I'll tell you all about it after. Run along before the beer gets warm.
I brought you a beer. I'd say you'd need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's forge out here today. That's very sweet of you to get me a beer.
Actually, Bianca sent it. Her pa doesn't want her to come here.
Ah, I see. I'll make it up to her this evening.
I don't want to know how. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Vanyek. And he's not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah, more likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
All right, then. I accept your challenge, young sir, but I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then.
Don't go easy on me, Hal.
Ah, very good.
Henry, really? Now that is hardly chivalrous behavior. Now, I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you all right?
Nothing, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I didn't mean to, you know.
Show me that.
Ah, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword.
Dies by the splinter, eh?
There now. By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
Beauty. God's blessings.
What else was it you wanted from me?
You brought that beer to Henry then?
I did.
Uh-huh. And what did he say?
He said thanks. That's about it.
Huh. That's just like him. All right. But now I can tell you what I wanted. Fancy a walk in the woods?
Right now? You want to court me in the shade of the pines?
No. I need to pick herbs for distilling schnapps. Henry's favorite.
Henry's favorite. I see.
Yes. I'd like to give it to him tomorrow.
I might have known it'd be about Henry again.
Well, you know how it is, Tess. Don't worry. You'll find a fella one day.
That's easy to say when you work in a tavern where there are fellas swarming around you all day. All I see at the mill are sacks of flour.
What about Zbyszek?
Bishek? I'd rather settle for a sack of flour.
I suppose. Your pa would never let Zbyszek have you anyway. Not long ago, when he had a few too many, I heard him say how he was going to get you the richest husband for miles around.
Oh, Pa. I hope that was just the beer talking. What herbs do you need?
I've got almost everything except belladonna. I know a clearing where the best plants grow.
Belladonna? But that's deadly poison.
It is, if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry, I haven't poisoned anyone yet.
Why don't you go and pick it yourself?
Pa won't let me go on my own. They say a wolf was seen in the woods recently.
A wolf? Hereabouts?
So they say. But it was old Blaha who claimed to see it, and he's never sober. Still, I wouldn't want to go there alone.
Couldn't your brother go with you?
Adam, he'd shit himself if he saw a wolf. And besides, someone has to take care of the tavern. But he could lend us his bow. Good thinking, Tess.
Thanks. So, you're going to borrow a bow from Adam, and then you want me to go with you to pick belladonna in the woods?
Actually, it's not entirely that simple. Adam won't lend me his bow. The last time he did, I broke the string. You'll have to get it from him. Anyway, I don't know how to shoot. But Stibor taught you, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
It doesn't matter. If the wolf sees a bow, he won't come near us. So will you go and ask Adam? You know he's always liked you. Just give him a wink and the bow is yours.
You might be able to do that with Henry, but me, well...
Come now. You're as pretty as any lass in the province. And once you've got the bow, meet me on the bridge by the lake, alright?
All right, I'll help you. But next time I want something from you. I don't want to hear any excuses about how you have to see Henry.
Deal. You're an angel, Tess.
Greetings.
I heard you're a really good archer. And that you've even got your own bow.
Yeah. I've got a bow. I made it myself. And I can hit the tree behind the tavern at 20 paces.
Good heavens, that's amazing. Would you lend me your bow for a while?
Lend my bow? To a girl? Well, I don't know, Theresa.
Supposing I buy the bow off you.
Well, I could always make another one. And Pa gives me nothing from the tavern money. All right then, but it won't be cheap.
Agree?
That's not enough.
What about this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it. That's the nicest pile of coin I've ever made. I mean to say, thanks. May my little bow serve you well. I'll throw in a few arrows too.
I've got the bow. We can get going.
Great. Come with me.
I had a look in the nest.
Yeah? And what did you find there?
There was a ring in it. Looks like silver.
Really? Holy Mother of God! I always wanted a silver ring. But you're the one who shot it down.
You can have it.
You're giving it to me? Tess, you're the best friend ever. Thank you. I'll wear it to the dance this evening. Come on. Let's go and pick those herbs before it gets too late. This is the place. I'll start picking, and you keep a lookout.
What should I do if the wolf turns up, though?
You've got a bow, right? Don't think about it. Just shoot him. Besides, you've got Tinker. Although, I'm not sure he's any match for a wolf.
How long will it take you?
Just a short while. Don't worry. But while I'm at it, I'd like to pick enough to keep me going for a while. Just keep watch, and I'll tell you when I'm done.
All right, I'll keep watch. Just make it quick. I thought those rumors about a wolf were just idle talk.
Idle talk, indeed. If I'd been alone, that beast would surely have devoured me.
Did anything happen to you?
No, I'm fine. Thank God. It's a good thing you came along.
Did you manage to pick enough herbs?
Yeah, I did. Fortunately, I'll brew plenty of that liquor. Enough for you, too, as a reward.
All right, thanks. What will you do now?
I'll go back to work at the tavern. There's been quite enough excitement for one day. Thanks for coming with me, Tess. And don't forget to come and see me tomorrow.
All right. Johanka, what's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
What? You want me to dance with you?
Imagine what folk would make of that. No, silly. I want Matthias to dance with me.
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up. God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice? And he'll say,
Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?
"Oh, I found it near the tavern. You know there's going to be a dance there this evening." And then he'll finally get the message.
Oh, the dance. Yes. Johanka, wouldn't you like to go with me?
Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias. Thank you for asking. Then he'll take me by the hand, and he'll look... Never mind that. Well, that's how it's going to help. More or less.
You painted a very pretty picture, no doubt. But do you think it'll really work?
I'm absolutely sure it will.
Why don't you just steal the dice yourself?
And if he caught me doing it? You think he'd go dancing with me then? Except maybe to the bailiff. But you... Well, you're a miller's daughter and... Well, you know what they say.
Right. We're all a pack of thieves. I might have known. All right, then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess. Bring the dice to me as soon as you have it.
Hang on, though. How am I supposed to find it?
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going to play. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks, whatever he wants them for. Anyway, no doubt he can show you how to use one.
Me? Pick locks? Johanka, aren't you going a bit too far?
Well, then maybe you can get hold of his key somehow. But whatever you do, don't get caught. And not a word to Matthias, for the love of God.
Good day.
What's new, Fritz?
I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know. There's going to be a dance this evening. Are you going?
Maybe. I've got a lot to do still.
They say it's going to carry on tomorrow too. And they'll be roasting a pig. Can't miss that.
So I heard. I wonder how come Sir Radzig allowed it.
No, it wasn't his lordship's idea. It was Master Faithfar's.
Master Tobias? Why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to show off his wealth. I'd have roast pig and dancing every evening if I had his coin.
Listen, Fritz, I hear you know something about opening locks without a key.
Sure. All you have to do is charge at the door, shoulder first.
I don't want to break down a door. I want to pick a lock.
Ah, you want a lockpick then?
Shh, not so loud.
Well, I can give you some. But you know what they say. Not even a pig grunts for free.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Who says that?
Mostly me. And everyone thinks it's fucking clever, so bugger off.
Hey, Fritz, how about giving me a couple of lockpicks for free, eh? After all, we've known each other since we were little.
All right, but just this time. If you break them, don't expect to get more for free.
Just two?
You said a couple, didn't you?
Will you teach me how to pick a lock?
Sure. For a few groschen.
Since it's you,
Oh, now, a little more and we'll shake on it. It's easy as fuck, unless you're all thumbs. Listen, you've got to find a spot where the lock catches and press on it. And only then can you turn it. Nice and light though. No jerky movements. Like when you're caressing a girl's... that is,
I get it. Thanks.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Tell me, Matthias, what do you think of your hunker?
Johanka? Yeah, she's a nice girl. She helped the lads and me out of a few scrapes. Actually, she's always been good to us. Why do you ask?
Your hunker's a very nice girl, all right. Haven't you noticed maybe she's nice to you more than the others?
Me? How do you mean?
She's shy. You know how it is.
You mean... she likes me?
Supposing you were to ask her to the dance this evening.
Really? You think she'd go with me? Well, I suppose I could, but... Wait, though. Maybe I should have a bit of a wash first. What do you think?
Don't beat around the bush. Just go and ask her. There's nothing to it.
Oh, all right. I'll try it.
Who's there? God be with you. Do you need anything?
About Matthias.
Yes? Tell me everything.
I had a chat with Matthias and told him everything.
What? Oh my God! You traitor!
But he said he'd be happy to dance with you.
I can't believe you'd... Wait, what did you say?
I said he'd be very happy to dance with you.
Just like that?
What more do you want, an offer of marriage? He'll come to you and invite you. That's all.
He's coming here! Oh my God, I have to get ready. Thanks, Tess. Thank you.
God be with... Johanka. God be with you?
Matthias! What are you doing here?
Well, there's that dance this evening, and...
Yes,
Yes, what?
I'll go with you.
Ah, I see. I wanted to ask you.
You asked and I said yes. So we'll go together. Pick me up in the evening, at dusk.
All right. Yeah, I'll pick you up this evening. At dusk.
I look forward to it.
I went for those nails, but the blacksmith is with Sir Radzik today.
All right, leave it till tomorrow then. No hurry. Right now, I need something else. Quick.
What's up?
The guards were here asking around. They said someone's been stealing silver from the mines. Can you go and tell Stibor? He went to check the fish trap below the bridge.
Why? What has Stibor got to do with stolen silver?
Look, just talk to him about it, all right?
Mary, Mother of God. You and your secrets. All right, I'll go and talk to Stibor. Pa sent me. The guards were here asking about silver going missing from the mines.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. All right. Listen, Tess. I need your help.
Not so fast. First, tell me what the hell is going on.
All right. Look. How can I put it?
Spit it out. Otherwise, you're on your own.
All right. Pa came up with a nice little job. It's quite easy to sneak silver ore out of the mines, and he found this wealthy fella who offered to buy it. So, well, it does lead back to us. The missing silver is ours.
Merciful God!
I need your help, Theresa.
Stealing from the mines? Stibor, that's really dangerous. Have you and Pa gone mad? It's no wonder there's so much talk of thieving millers. It's all true.
Please, Tess, this is really important, and I can't manage it alone. If the guards find that sack, it could turn really ugly.
Where did you hide it?
That's the thing. It's at the bottom of a flooded shaft. Samuel was working there before.
You dragged Samuel into it too?
No. Samuel knows nothing about it.
So why don't you just go and get it?
I don't know how to get to it.
For heaven's sake, Stibor! Do you know where it is or not?
Yes, but you see, when I was carrying it out, they stopped me. I was standing on this wooden walkway and I dropped it over the edge so they wouldn't catch me with it. And now I don't know how to get to it. All I know is it made a splash when it fell.
And how are we supposed to find it? Go crawling through the whole mine?
No, I've got an idea. Samuel knows that area. He'll know how to get to the shaft.
Oh no, Stibor, forget it. You're not going to drag Samuel into your dangerous games.
Christ, no. What do you take me for? All he has to do is draw a map, and we'll do the rest.
Wait, I want to ask you something. Where do you take the silver?
Pa takes care of that. Someone comes to pick it up.
Who does?
Some slimy kind of fella. I don't know what his name is. He serves some lord, but I don't even think Pa knows who that is.
Why are you doing it? You're not going to mint your own coin, surely?
Of course not. We just sell it to someone, but Pa deals with that. I don't know much about it.
Why are you helping him?
Well, he always gives me some of the money he makes from it.
Money won't be much use to either of you on the pyre. How did you get mixed up in this?
Not long ago, I saw Pa hauling a sack of silver ore. I kept asking about it, and in the end he had to tell me what was going on.
God almighty, the king's silver? If you have to steal, couldn't you take something that wouldn't cost you your lives as well as your souls?
Around here? Like what? Cabbages?
That's all I want to know for now. Are you sure it's the same shaft where Samuel was working?
Definitely. There's no other flooded shaft in the mine. Remember when everyone was talking about how they hit a spring and had to abandon it?
All right, Stibor. I'll go to Samuel and get the map from him. Have you got something I can give him to draw it with?
Here. Give him this. And try to get it from him without giving the game away. Otherwise, Pa will have a fit if he finds out.
I'll do what I can. Where is Sammy now?
Where do you think? I saw him heading for the fish pond as usual to avoid work. Once you have it, come and meet me at Wenceslas Corridor on the hill. I'll be waiting there.
Greetings.
Why aren't you at work?
I was given some time off.
Time off? How come?
I smashed my foot with the pickaxe.
Every mother of God! Are you all right?
I'm fine, it was just a pretense. I needed a break.
Really, Sammy? One day you'll really get hurt, and then no one will believe you. So, are they biting?
Well, so far, no. But there's still plenty of time before evening.
Sammy, I need something from you.
Oh, Tess, I just got ready for fishing.
Don't worry, you don't have to go anywhere. Remember that mine shaft where you used to work before it got flooded?
Yeah, it was a deep one. We went down that morning, and we were up to our knees in water. Master Fayfar said that always happens when you dig deeper than the drainage had it. We dug a well to slow it down, but even that wasn't enough.
Do you think you could draw me a map of the way there?
Why? What on earth would you want that for?
Stibor dropped something there.
Drop something? What?
Never mind. You really don't want to know.
For Christ's sake, what the hell are you mixed up in now? Oh, well, whatever. Show me that, I'll draw you a map.
Thanks. I'll run to him with it right away. I got that map from Samuel. What now?
Great! Well, first, we've got to get into the mine. That fool Nimoy's keeping watch. It'd be best if we split up. I'll get rid of him, and you can sneak in.
I want to ask you something. Why do I have to go inside? Why don't you do it?
Well, remember when we used to play hide and seek?
Yeah? You could never find me.
and you always found me immediately, because I was useless at hiding.
Yeah. You always had something sticking out.
Exactly.
You're right. Best if I do it.
For sure. There won't be many people inside now. Most of the lads will be outside eating. But even so, watch out.
Tell me again where I can find that sack.
It's somewhere in that flooded shaft. It's a good thing I was on that walkway when they stopped me. Otherwise, I'd have had nowhere to drop it. Only now, you have to get down there.
Who caught you? And how did you get out of it?
The miners, of course. I told them I was looking for Samuel, but I still got a hard time from the guards for being there at all.
That's all. All right. Let's get it over with then.
Once I get rid of him, you sneak inside past the bushes. And take a torch with you. It's as black as pitch in there. Just make sure no one sees you, though. Good luck, Tess.
I found the silver in the mine.
Not so loud. Oh, good work, lass. Leave it here, and I'll take care of everything. Thanks.
I'd like to say I'm glad to be of help, but I'm not, Pa. It could have ended badly for everyone. Very, very badly.
Tess, you know I only want the best for all of you, don't you?
The best for us? How long do you think you can get away with this? Do you think your luck will hold out forever? If they'd caught me with that silver, we'd all burn on the pyre together.
Don't say that, Tess.
I haven't finished. What would happen then, Father? Samuel would be left alone in the world? Or he'd be executed too? God forbid.
Do you think that never occurred to me? There's not a day goes by I don't think of it. Do you all want to spend the rest of your lives breaking your backs in the mill just to have enough to eat? Your mother wouldn't have wanted it for you either.
Pa.
You're right. Sorry. I promise we'll be more careful.
That will have to do me, I suppose. What about that surprise you promised me this morning?
Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Besides, you deserve it, after helping us with that silver. So, I had a dress made for you in Rattay. A very fine dress indeed. You'll be the prettiest lass in the village.
A new dress, Pa. But I don't understand. Why?
Well, you know, you're not a little girl anymore. You're a young woman now, mature and clever. Cleverer than me, for sure. You surely don't want to live here at the mill forever. Samuel's able to take care of himself, and after all that's happened, you don't want to end up with the kind of life me and Steeble have.
What is it, Pa? Why did you buy me that dress?
Look, Theresa, you're old enough to be married. It's about time we did something about it.
You're right, I suppose. But I don't have any suitors.
Actually, you do. I know of someone.
You found a husband for me? Who is it?
Don't worry. He's a decent man, a nice man. He's even close to the nobility. And he's rich. He'll take care of you. There's going to be a fete at the tavern this evening. Sir Radzi gave permission for a pig roast, and...
Who is it?
You can just have a chat, dance a little, and who knows? You might like him.
Are you going to tell me who it is?
It's Chief Engineer Tobias.
Tobias Fayfar?
Aye, that's right.
Are you pulling my... What are you thinking of, Father? Fayfar has one foot in the grave.
Oh, come now.
Why didn't you ask me? You couldn't simply let me know what you were planning?
Theresa, listen.
It's all, Theresa do this, Theresa go and cook, Theresa clean up, and now, for good measure, Theresa go and marry an old fossil. Does nobody care what I want?
Well, of course we care. And you're right. I should have told you.
You're damned right you should.
Good God, I never thought you'd make such a fuss about it. It's the way things are done. Try and see it from my point of view. Tobias Fafar is a very well-to-do suitor. You'll find none better in Scullets. Listen, we can talk it over, but the decision is mine to make. You've got to think of your future, Theresa. Master Fafar is a respected man, and that respect will extend to his wife and children too.
Children?
For heaven's sake, lass, don't be so naive. You were born a girl, and raising a family is what God made you for. Unless you'd prefer the convent. Go to the tavern this evening and let Master Fafar spend a nice pile of groschen on you. You'll have a great time, you'll see.
Show me that dress, then.
It's in the trunk here under the window. Once you've done all your chores, get dressed up and off you go.
All right, Theresa. Time to grow up, put on that lovely dress, and go and meet your groom. Well, there's no point in dragging it out. Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Where did you get to yesterday? Master Fafar was here. He said he waited all evening and you didn't show up.
Sorry, Pa. When I saw everyone there, Henry with Bianca, Johanka and Matthias, and Fafar there waiting for me.
You just took to your heels and left him there waiting in vain, huh?
I'm sorry, Father.
You always had a mind of your own. Just like your ma. I'm not cross with you, Tess. But sooner or later you'll get married. And you can be sure I won't give your hand to just anyone.
I know, Pa. But next time you could at least ask me what I think.
Aye, fair enough, lass. Next time I'll talk to you about it. But only if you'll be sensible and go there today. The dance will continue today and Master Fafar will be there. He's paying for everything, see? But now we'll let it lie. There's work to be done. Will you go and pick up those nails from the blacksmith? He should have them made by now, and that fence isn't going to finish itself.
All right, Pa. I'll go and get them. Mother of God, what happened to you?
What do you think? I was attacked, that's what. By that horse on Henry.
God in heaven, like little boys. You're nicely bruised.
Do something about it. I'm bleeding.
Show me that. Hold on, I'll get a bandage for you. Show me that. I'll bandage it for you. I've got something here.
Get on with it then.
Enough of your impudence. What were you lot fighting about anyway?
That bunch of vandals was throwing manure at the Deutsch's house. And when Hans shouted at them to stop, they attacked us. The fuckers.
Manure, eh? That explains your new fragrance.
Ha ha. Fucking hilarious. But I'll get them back. Don't you worry.
God have mercy. You boys are never happy unless you're fighting. Now go and lie down in the mill for a while. You won't get much work done in that state. Goodbye.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Theresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
What about those nails, Henry?
Here you are.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening? I hear you had a disagreement with Zbyszek in Deutsch.
A little. Sorry, it got a bit out of hand.
No need to apologize. I hope that idiot Zbyszek got what he had coming. I can't stand him.
Well, I thought since he's from the mill too.
Well, you thought wrong. He's a pig. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Červená se jablíčko, zahrát se nám zdálo. Můj milej nic nevidí, na něj, že se smálo. Ztratilo se jablíčko v travičce vysokej. Můj milej ho nenajde, bude ho mít jinej. Rozběhlo se jablíčko ze stráně u řeky. Můj milej ho nechytí, uplave na věky.
Father! You swine!
What's happened?
Zbyszek! They're everywhere!
What? What?
They're killing everyone!
What?
Zbyszek, we have
Shit!
to... We have to...
Shit!
Elkaptam, gyertek segíteni!
Let go of me!
Gyertek!
Let go of me! No, no, let...
Ez az ember olyan akár itt megazult kantval!
Get off me!
Fogd rendesen!
You bastard! Please, stop, stop, no! Stop!
Picsába, nyisd ki a kurvát!
Please, leave me alone! No!
Libanc! A faszom döfjen beléd, vagy valami hegyesebbet? Fogjad! Kurva! francba, László! Te süket kretén! Egy lány van ott bent! Nyisd ki!
Ragazzi, chi è?
Theresa? Oh.
He's still breathing. You piece of shit.
Che lad,
Oh, I told you to fucking die! Theresa! Oh, thank Christ you made it. What about your pa and Steeble? Oh.
Have you seen Samuel?
Yes, he's inside. But listen, Theresa. They cut him up real bad.
We'll take you to him. It ain't safe out here.
Fritz, go and tell the others. We'll set off in a while, as soon as the sun sets.
We should barricade the passage behind us, in case any of those fuckers follow us.
Yeah, do that. Theresa, Samuel's lying over there.
Thank you. I'll go to my brother. Don't leave without us.
Theresa.
Samuel, you're alive. When I saw you lying there all still and I thought...
Theresa, help me. Please. I'm hurt. It hurts. Something awful.
How did it happen?
Those heathens cut us off in the shaft before we knew what was going on. They were already inside. It was awful. We couldn't see a thing, and we had to get past them. And one of them got me. I didn't even see him coming. It was so dark. Shouting and screaming.
There now, Sammy. It's all right now. You got away from them.
Yeah, those bastards were more interested in the silver.
Where does it hurt?
Everywhere. It's bad. Theresa.
Sammy, what is it?
Theresa, I don't want to die.
Oh, Sammy, you're not going to die. I won't let you die. I'm here with you. Show me that wound.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
It's an ugly wound, but those bandages saved your life. The bleeding has stopped. That's a good sign.
Yeah. I was bleeding. Like a stuck pig. Theresa, my head is spinning.
Don't worry. You take it easy now. As soon as I get you out of here, we'll find a physician.
What about Pa and Steve? Where are they?
They hid. We split up. But I saw them running to safety. Nothing can hurt them now.
Maybe they'll have better luck than me.
Listen, Samuel. We've got to get out of here. It'll be getting dark outside, and we won't get a better chance.
I don't know if I can. But you're right. If the bleeding has stopped, let's go. But we've got to find Steve and Pa. When did you see him last? Maybe they're hurt.
There's no time for that now. I'll tell you everything as soon as we get out of here. Come on. The others are waiting by the entrance to the mine. Come on. I'll help you. Which way do you want to go?
We'll try going past Rovna. It seems there's not so many of them that way. But Theresa, what about Samuel?
Samuel? He'll come with us, of course.
Theresa, he can hardly stand on his feet. He's lost a lot of blood.
What are you saying?
He's a tough one, I can't deny. But we'll have to be quick on our feet, and Samuel would hold us back.
Matthew, surely you don't expect me to leave him here?
It's your decision, Theresa. I'm just telling you how things are. And I'm afraid, even if he did go with us, he'd never survive the journey. I'm sorry.
Then you go, and I'll stay here. Send help as soon as you get to Tarnberg.
Are you sure, Theresa? You ought to go with us.
I can't leave Sammy here, Matthew. He's all I have left. I'll nurse him, and we'll wait till morning. You get to safety and tell them what happened here. Sir Divish of Tarnberg is a good friend of Sir Radzig's. He'll do what he can to help.
It seems there's no changing your mind. There are torches in the mine, and you should still be able to find some water for bathing Sammy's wounds. You should change his bandages too.
Thanks, Matthew.
Theresa, if...
May the Lord watch over you. Matthew.
I'll send some help back from Tarnberg. Stay out of sight.
These bandages are soaked through with blood. I'll have to change them. And I should get something to heal the wounds. Some marigold, at least, so the wounds don't get infected. And water for cleaning. Matthew said there should be some in the mine somewhere. Sammy. Sammy, wake up. Sammy. Sammy, wake up. Wake up. No. Samuel. None of that. You wake up right now. No. No. Please, Sammy, no. No. No, no. No, you can't. You can't do this to me. Sammy, please. No. 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 Holber? What happened? Why are you shouting here? You'll bring those heathens.
I have to get out of here and find the others. Warn them.
How did you survive the attack?
I hid at the top of the hill and stayed there until it got dark and the screaming stopped. The whole of Skeleton was in flames.
I know. I saw it too.
I wanted to go to Talmberg to warn them, but when I was climbing down in the dark, I lost my footing and went rolling down like a sack of charcoal. I'm black and blue all over.
You're injured. Can I do anything to help?
Something's wrong with my leg. I twisted it when I fell, and I managed to limp here to this path. But now I'm all done in.
Let me have a look at that leg. Maybe I can manage to set it.
All right. But please, be careful.
It seems you were lucky. It doesn't look like anything's broken. If there was, the skin would be turning blue by now. Keep that leg raised for a while. And when you go, try not to put too much weight on it. Find a branch or a stick to lean on.
All right. Thanks. I reckon I can manage to get up now. But would you help me as far as the road? The going will be easier there.
I'll help you. Lean on me.
I'll manage it from here. But which way should I go?
Go to Talmberg, like the others, and tell them what happened here and to send help.
All right. I won't forget your kindness. But what are you going to do now?
I'll go to the castle to see if anyone survived there.
If you're not afraid to go there, you could look around the small holdings near Skeleton or the mineworks. People took cover wherever they could when the raid started. May God watch over you, Theresa.
Yarmila, what are you doing here? How come you didn't flee like the others?
I can't. There's one of those bastards creeping around out there.
What? Where did you see him? The army has pulled out and moved on.
He must be a deserter. He keeps looking around here for what he can steal. And he looked like he was pretty drunk. You must help me. You've got to get rid of him. Otherwise, I'll die here.
Do you know if anyone else survived?
I don't know, Theresa. They killed William. He tried to run, but they had horses and they...
That's all right, Yarmila. I understand. Pa and Stibor and Sammy. They didn't make it either. I'm left all alone.
Oh, you poor lass. How can God allow such things?
And how am I supposed to get rid of this deserter? Kill him? He's an armed soldier.
You could try lying in wait for him and catching him by surprise. He keeps wandering around here looking for something. Have no mercy on him. He didn't either.
I'm not going to let anyone else die. I'll help you. Just wait here, and I'll come and tell you when it's safe to leave.
All right. Thanks, Theresa. And be careful.
About fleeing. You've nothing to fear. I dealt with that deserter.
Oh, thank God. I thought I'd never get away from here alive. Thanks, Theresa. If you hadn't turned up, I'd be done for sure.
That's all right. Go to Tomberg and tell the people there what's happened. I'll have a look around for other survivors.
Where are you?
Are you mad, shouting like that?
Well, I have to find Pavlena. She got lost when we were running in the night.
It's still not safe here. Shouting like that is asking for trouble.
But I have to find her. I can't leave without her. Will you help me?
You should keep your voice down. There could still be cutthroats within earshot.
But I've got to find Pavlena. I've got to help her.
What was Pavlena wearing?
The same as always. A blue dress, and she had a scarf on her head.
Where did you see her last?
In the woods here. We were hiding from those demons. I didn't think they'd come here, but when it was getting dark, they found us. They came upon us from behind. I think we surprised them as much as they did us. We started to run, and it was horrible. One arrow missed me by a hair. I thought I was done for. I ran, and then I found myself alone. I lost those bastards, but Pavlena too. I have to find her.
This must be that Pavlena that Merosh was looking for. Dead. I should go and tell him. About Pavlena. I found her.
You did? Where? Why isn't she with you?
I'm sorry, but she's dead. They must have caught up with her when they were chasing you.
Oh, no, no, no. My Pavlena. I should never have left her like that. I thought she was right behind me. Jesus, what am I going to do?
You should flee and save yourself at least.
I don't know what to do now. Where can I go?
Go to Tomberg and tell them everything. Sir Divish will send help and then we'll come back and bury our loved ones. I promise.
All right. What about you?
I'll keep looking around for other survivors.
If I had half your courage, Pavlena might still be alive. Oh, God. Take this. Maybe you'll come across someone who needs it. God be with you.
Julian? Is it you? Don't be afraid. It's me, Theresa. Are you all right?
Everywhere. They're everywhere. Where is it? Where is it?
What happened here? Did anyone else survive?
They came. From everywhere, everywhere. Where is it?
How did you survive? You were left here amongst all these bodies?
Everywhere.
Where's what? I don't understand you.
Cutter! Woodcutter! They're everywhere! I need it!
Oh my God. You're one of the woodcutters, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Cutter. Where is it? Quick! They're everywhere!
Julian, you're not making any sense. You've got to get out of here, Julian. Pull yourself together.
No. They're everywhere. Cutter!
This is hopeless. How am I going to get through to you? Julian, pull yourself together. Here's your axe. That's what you were looking for, right? Now you'll be safe.
Cutter! Yes, my cutter!
Good, Julian. And now, get to Tomberg. The others are already on the way there. Run like the devil and don't look back.
Tomberg! Yes!
Master Potter? What in the name of God are you doing here?
I'm trying to get into my goddamn house.
What for? You ought to flee like everyone else.
I've got coin hidden there. I'm not going to just walk off and leave it. Listen, maybe you can help me. I've heard you mill people know how to deal with these kind of things.
What are you implying? That I'm a thief?
Come now, don't play the innocent. We all know your father is no saint. You must have learned some secrets of the trade from him, no?
My father is dead.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, lass. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Why can't you unlock the door? Don't you have the key?
Of course I do. That is, I did, but I lost it. I was bringing firewood from the woods. Just as I got to the footbridge, I saw that huge army. I dropped everything and ran home as fast as I could. I must have dropped that blasted key on the way.
How did you manage to survive?
I hid out on top of the haystack until morning. Those heathens were sniffing around, but something disturbed them and they ran to the village.
It's still not safe here. Coin is no use to a dead man. You ought to flee to Tomberg while you can.
And leave my life savings to pillagers and footpads? Not a chance.
Where do you think you might have dropped the key?
I'm not sure. It must have been somewhere along the path from the woods. After I passed the footbridge. I was carrying firewood when the raid started. I dropped everything and ran. The key must have fallen on the way.
All right. I'll try and get that coin for you, but I can't promise anything. Where is it hidden?
This damn door is as solid as a rock. All right. Once you get inside, go to the pantry on the left. There's a sack of apples in there, and the purse is hidden right at the bottom of it. Get it and bring it to me. Meanwhile, I'll keep watch here.
Hey, there really is a purse full of groschen here, and a pretty heavy one too.
And those boots.
But I don't have any money on me.
We'll see about that. Show me everything you have.
Oh, I swear I don't have anything.
Cut the horseshit.
What in God's name is going on here? What kind of man are you to rob poor souls who have already lost everything to those devils?
Shut up and keep your high and mighty preaching to yourself. Hand over the coin or I'll cut you down, both of you.
I'm telling you, I've already been robbed of everything. Tell him, Theresa. We've nothing left but our lives.
You won't even have that much if I find out you're lying to me.
But we really don't have any money.
You don't, eh? What were you looking for in that house, then?
I was getting some supplies for the road. We have to flee to Tomberg before those cutthroats come back. You'd be wise to vanish too.
What the fuck? They're coming back? All right. No point in wasting time with beggars like you. I'll leave you be, but you better not cross my path.
I can't believe he'd rob us like that.
The mills of God grind slowly but surely. He'll get what's coming to him one day. You really had him fooled, though. He swallowed it, bones and all. By Christ, I almost believed you myself.
I dread to think what he might have done if he hadn't believed me. Here's your money. Go to Tomberg and tell them what's happened here. I'll go and have a look around the village.
I'll do that. Thanks for your help, and may the Lord watch over you.
Tinker, no. Come here.
Fuck's sake. Get out of here. Fuck off. Go on, go on, go on, go. Fuck's sake.
The garage shouldn't be found this fucking place.
Henry. Right, you whoresons. I've had just about enough of you. Hey, goat fuckers!
That's, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You've been through it yourself. I know you understand.
There's something else I'd like to ask. Remember how we were sword fighting together? The next morning, Ma scolded me on account of that scratch on my hand.
Oh, dear. Sorry about that.
That's all water under the bridge now. I never told her it was you who did it. I just wish you could have covered my back too. She was angry that I was at sword training instead of working in the forge, and she said you told her. Your pa and Stibor were really stealing from the royal mines? Jesus. I don't think even Fritz and Matthew would take that kind of chance. And there's not much that pair won't do for an easy groschen.
Yeah. In a way, I can understand that Pa did it for us, but it was really irresponsible. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I won't, I promise. So what happened to the silver?
Pa handed it over, as always, to that slimy fellow, and he took it away. What happened to it then, I don't know.
Your pa really wanted to marry you off to Master Tobias?
Yes. Can you believe it?
And have you spoken to Master Fayfar since the raid?
I haven't. Either he's lost interest, or he's forgotten about me. Not that I'm complaining. Uncle Peshek would be happy to marry me off too, especially if there was something in it for him. I'm glad that's in the past.
Aye, I don't blame you. So Johanka and Matthias finally got together. Well, if it hadn't been for everything that happened afterwards, who knows? They could be headed for the altar. Probably just as well you didn't play along with Johanka's harebrained scheme and found a better solution. Matthias would have had a fit if he'd lost his favourite dice. Bianca told me something about your little expedition to the woods. She was flaunting that ring all day. I was worried for a while that she had some other suitor who gave it to her.
No. Unless you can count a magpie.
Bianca told me something about your little expedition to the woods. You really ran into a wolf. I thought Bianca must have been imagining things.
Not exactly. It was actually a wild dog, but Paul used to say those are even worse than wolves.
It's a good thing you were there with Bianca. Going back to help the survivors, that was very brave of you. When I went back to Skalitz, I met no one but footpads and cutthroats. If you hadn't come along, I doubt I'd be here to tell the tale.
You know what our parish priest always used to say? Without Christian charity, we'd all soon be dead. I couldn't just leave you all to your fate, could I? Any good Christian would have done the same.
Well, I'm not so sure. Not everyone has your courage. Did you go back to Skalitz again? To bury your pa and your brothers?
Yes, along with some more of our neighbours. We had an escort from the retired garrison, with Sir Hanish's kind permission.
Where are they buried?
Sammy's buried near the mines. He didn't like the mines. But his grave is on the hill, where I used to meet him for lunch. He loved it there. I know it's not consecrated ground. But what could I do?
God will understand. I buried Ma and Pa under the linden tree by our house. It's what they would have wanted.
Yes. Father and Stebo are buried in the churchyard in Rovna.
Once things settle, we'll be able to go back and pay our respects. And get the priest to bless their graves. I have no more questions. Thank you for telling me about everything, Theresa. I know it isn't easy to talk about.
It helped to talk to someone who knows what it's like. Thank you. I'm glad you came out of it in one piece.
Yeah, so am I. And I'm glad you did too.
By the way, Henry, I have something for you. The soldiers gave it to me when we brought you from Skalitz. I meant to give it to you earlier, but, you know, it belonged to one of the Skalitz garrison. They wanted me to have it for being brave, but I hope I'll never have use for such a thing.
Oh? How come? What is it?
It's a shield with the Skalitz crest. I'd like you to have it, to protect you, and as a keepsake from home.
Sure. Thanks, Theresa. Thanks for everything.